Oh, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. Check out everything to do with me down in the show notes, in the description, all that good stuff. Now, guys, I've been extremely tired, so I've been streaming 17, 18, 19 hours over on Kick and Twitch. I have been extremely tired, okay? I have been so tired to the point to where today I just crashed out on my couch and spread eagle, and I was so tired. It was not even funny. I got done working out. I took a shower, and I was just exhausted. I drank an energy drink, and I was like, oh, I'm going to continue to stream. I'm going to do the thing. My body just quit on me, and I was so tired. And the time I woke up was like literally at 6 this afternoon. I was just so out of it, and I watched NXT off the cloud DVR on DirecTV stream and stuff like that. So I'm giving you guys extra videos. I'm doing the things. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get back into a normal swing of things. Tomorrow, don't expect a live review. Tomorrow, don't expect it from me. Don't keep me to it. I'm still exhausted. If I stream tonight, game streaming wise, it'll be on Twitch and Kick. And if anything, I'll probably be sleeping. So I'll probably be watching AEW after the fact and reviewing it after the fact. So I do apologize for these things, but sometimes when I go really hard in the paint for game streaming and things like that, I just get extremely tired. When doing stuff full time and you invested all your time into gaming, sometimes you just get tired. So there's that. Anyway, but I'm trying to keep my YouTube consistent, if I'm not live, I'm making a video review for you guys. You guys know this. You guys will get my opinion no matter what. So we're going to talk about NXT for 8/13/2024. This show was good. I enjoyed this show. NXT's the bar to me. Every week, I really enjoy NXT. NXT's like number one, and I would honestly tell you, Monday Night Raw was pretty good this week too, so I would say it's up there too, tied with NXT so far. We'll have to see what the announcements are for AEW tomorrow, but for the most part, so far, NXT and Raw were pretty fucking sweet, so there's that. Oh, and by the way, some asshole's probably going to say, oh, RevSauce, you're a nut hugger of Triple H. Guys, I praise both shows. When AEW does things good, I praise. When WWE does something great, I praise it. And lately, I've been praising TNA within my streams. I've been saying TNA is just really good, and you should be watching TNA and this whole NXT partnership stuff. It's actually heating up, and it's actually pretty good. With No Mercy on the rise, it's actually firing up pretty well. So tonight, Joe Henry comes out. And or Ethan Page kicks off the show. Joe Henry comes out basically saying he's going to be the number one contender for the NXT belt. He said that he's on fire. Everybody in WWE believes in him, including Shawn Michaels, Triple H, all these people, and how he's been taking the training. He's been learning and getting mentored. And basically Ethan Page goes, well, you don't work here. You're just part of this partnership and Good Rhythms. You don't deserve a title shot. And Joe Henry says, yeah, I'm going to go up the ladder and I'm going to prove you wrong. And then we had Wes Lee come in and super kick the shit out of Joe Henry at the end of it. And Joe Henry started chanting, we believe in Joe Henry shit. Joe Henry's great shit. I don't know why people don't understand Joe Henry. Like, you got a lot of these tribalists that are just so gung-ho about fucking anything to do with hating WWE, and it's like you go on Twitter and you see it, and it's like, what are you talking about? Joe Henry is hot. What are you on about? Like, how do you not know what Joe Henry is? And if you don't know who Joe Henry is, he's been on the indie scene for quite some time. He's the shit. It reminds me a lot of when Bobby Roode was doing the Glorious stuff, and Glorious just took over everything. Glorious is great. That song is so great. I would like to see Bobby Roode back do one last run. But Wesley cuts a backdoor promo, basically saying that thanks for your service, thanks for your time to his two guys that were there, basically. And then we get to the first match of the night, basically. Charlie Dempsey versus the No Quarter Catch Crew, defeating the Heritage Cup, the D'Angelo family. This was good. Dempsey's good shit. St. Clair helped him, though, trip D'Angelo into a finisher. 1, 2, 3. We got a new Heritage Cup champion. Again, NXT's giving you championship matches, and they're impactful. They're not just, we just do them to do them and we put these people together. It's actually impactful. So I tell this to you guys all the time. Like, we need to keep it a buck here. Like, they're doing things that are for storylines. Unlike AEW and other companies, they actually have beginning, middle, and end. You're actually seeing that this week with Raw too as well. So just keep that in mind. So we have a segment with Lola Vice. Lola Vice tells Tatum, you matter. I don't know why you're depressed and all this. And Tatum basically goes, no, we'll have a match for first contender of the North American Championship. So No Mercy is heating up for NXT. Technically, they're getting number one contender stuff ready to go for NXT. So it looks like Lola Vice will be going against the Women's North American Champion. I think that's what they're going to go with that. Alexis King defeats Eddie Thorpe. This was a throwaway match for me. Eddie Thorpe just looks like he was just a jobber. And Alexis King, they're trying to build up to potentially be your next NXT champion. This is another guy that was treated by AEW wrong and now is being put in NXT and being treated right. He's gotten bigger. His moveset has changed. He acts like he's a king, a royalty, like Prince, kind of in a way. And it works very, very well for Alexis King, and I really like what they're doing with Brian Pillman Jr. here. Eddie Thorpe, before the bell rings, was able to work Thorpe, and King works an arm. Thorpe fights back. King targets the arm. King exerts his conditioning and condition net breaker. King covers Thorpe for a 3 count, and that was that. Pretty much that was the match. Lola Vice defeats Tatum Paxley after their thing. And again, with a Cobra clutch and a spinning back fist. The Judas effect, technically. And the spinning back fist that she does is so fucking devastating. And Tatum Paxley got distracted by Windy Chu. Windy Chu is garbage. Do you guys know that? That's the one thing on NXT I can't stand is Windy Chu. Windy Chu wants a North American shot, and it's like, what have you done to get there? Nothing. Except beat NXT next level champion, or talent, sorry. And then another skit with GM Ava basically drew the last 3 participants in the gauntlet elimination, the 3 finalists, Jada Parker, Kendall Gray, and Carmen Petrovich, which is cool. Those are 3 upcomers, and again, those should be pretty good gauntlet. Like, the gauntlet matches they're doing are pretty good in WWE, and I actually like how AEW kind of is now doing, instead of a battle royal, it's more like a gauntlet match, battle royale style. It's kind of cool. I can't wait to see what they do with that at All In. Wesley enters the soundstage to cheers and boos, and people were just curious of what happened last week. Basically, what I said at the beginning of this review, basically, he's saying goodbye to his old people. They were holding him back. He wants to go after the NXT championship, so he'll probably be put in this men's gauntlet for that title. Again, he said abandoning him while they were reuniting in TNA. Wesley broke his back for them to become stars and basically ruined both of them and sent them backpacking to TNA. So that segment was pretty good. And then we had the North American champion, Femi, defeating Otis. I'm glad to see Otis being featured finally. Otis needs to be more featured. I think Otis is great shit. They re-signed him a couple of years back to a major deal in WWE. Otis, NXT with Maxine Dupri. I think it would be perfect. The Alpha Academy being in NXT, I think, is perfect. They can rebuild, maybe reshape them a little bit, and then reintroduce them to the main audience. But again, as I said, Monday Night Raw, they have a storyline there with Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers. So is Diamond Mine back? We will see next week. But Femi defeats Otis, and it was a great match. There was no hokey pokey shit. Otis is good shit. Otis got beat. Femi, this guy should be on the main roster at this point. He's too good not to be on the main roster. Isla Dame versus Brentley Reese. I did not care about this. This was a level up type match. Izzy Dame has been on TNA television. She was part of their 2 pay-per-views they had, or PLEs. Again, Isla Dame is good shit. She finally got a victory. She's been losing a lot, so finally they're featuring her. She kind of looks like a Tiffany Stratton Jr. I don't like how NXT, they're kind of start making stars looking like the Barbie look. Can we have them look a little different? Like some of these stars are starting to look kind of similar to main roster stuff. NXT should be different. Some of these characters are starting to look kind of like WWE or looking like copycats of things with a little different of a look. So we had that match. That match was pretty much Kelly Concord interviews Ava, who makes the triple threat match between Wes Lee, Pete Dunne, and Joe Henry. So Pete Dunne said that he wants a shot at the NXT belt. He's going to do anything in his power to get that belt. He also said he's going to destroy anybody that's done him wrong. He has said that through interviews throughout NXT tonight. And he also, Wes Lee, and then Joe Henry showed up at the end of it and devastated, I guess tackled the shit out of Wes Lee into Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne goes into the ropes, out of the ropes, and basically Joe Henry looks strong. So we had the final match of the night. This goes to Chase U. Chase U are now your new NXT champions. Nathan Frazier and Axiom have been over on the speed side of things and also on the main roster of things too, on main event and things like that. So I see Nathan Frazier and Axiom splitting. I see them going at each other in a feud. Or they'll go after the tag team belts, lose, and one of them will turn on each other. This was a really good bout. Chase U, Rich Holland needed something, honestly. Rich Holland has been on the main roster, out of the main roster, on the main roster, out of the main roster, was part of the Brawling Brutes, and it just, not the Brawling Brutes. Yeah, it was the Brawling Brutes, wasn't it, with Pete Dunne, and yeah, I think somebody can quote me in the comment section. With Pete Dunne, that was Butch and Sheamus, and then he was like the other guy, and they were all just fucking jobbers as outside of literally. Frazier hit a 450, then missed. Holland kicks out. Holland fired up. Chase tags in, gets an ear fall. Chase reaches on the top turnbuckle as Axiom and Frazier singled their thing. Frazier took a devastating, I think he got thrown way too far into the announcer's table, and you could see him, it didn't look good. It didn't look good off television, where they had the camera shy, and when he got pushed, he hit, his neck hit, and I thought, oh my God, maybe he didn't get up for a second, and then at the end of it, Axiom and Holland, and then tried to do a Spanish fly, supposed to set up Frazier for the Phoenix Splash. However, Chase shoves Frazier off the turnbuckle. Frazier sails onto the floor. He hit the table, basically, the announcer's table. But announcer's desk broke his fall. Meanwhile, the ring, Axiom was debriefed, yet springing into action, giving Chase a shining wizard. Chase takes the bump off the apron. Holland then turns to Axiom inside out, Ilaria, and then Holland follows up with a DDT finisher. Holland scores the pinfall victory, and we have a new champion. So good on Chase U there. Chase U needed something. Chase U's been kind of floundering. They've been doing everything to make them go up the card again. So it's good to see. I do think you're going to see the other Chase U person turn on one of them. So I do see him turning heel again. So there's that. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. This show was literally, I will be honest with you, in this review, was a B- show. I would say it's a 7.75. I enjoyed it. New champions, Otis being featured, Wes Lee cutting promos, Joe Henry cutting promos, Ethan kicking off the show. Roxanne Perez also had a segment as well. So all in all, this show was good. I enjoyed it. NXT is always the bar to me. It's always fun. I like what Shawn Michaels is doing over on NXT. I will see you guys in the next one, and I'll see you Wednesday. Peace.